The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years, some ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close, and Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated, cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short for their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Perkins. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Hart. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the stats. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Give to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lost a throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he can hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Perkins. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The game originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big checks.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hayden. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Hayden. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Hayden. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were. on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Quickly to the tight end.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's strong. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hayden. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Hayden. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. There's the pressure. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man fire from this senior. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Hayden. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayden. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Ribbed in the middle. It's Hayden. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. He's got great speed. Got him with a wound. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 18 to Florida State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Perfect timing to call that pass plays. Third and short, down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll immediately call timeout. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. It's Clark. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Gamecocks are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
That's a play the quarterback just has to get his feet set and then step into his throw. That's a big target he's throwing to. He shouldn't miss that pass, but he did because he was throwing off his back leg.
Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Makes the grab, and there's room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Marches ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though. And that time, they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
South Carolina, 17.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, that D tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for less.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Man, saying the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Right back to the well. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
The give as they work on that clock. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
They'll run the option. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. The offense scoops it up and still going. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now they're going to throw it. He's going to run it. There he goes. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and They will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They're going to test the right side with this one. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head.
Snatches it on the right. Made a defender miss. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Here we go. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. So now it's second and long.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Gamecocks getting set on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now, here's second and long. Defense in press coverage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Pressure coming. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. South Carolina did a lot of crowing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.